Hey guys, welcome to the Power Rangers Dino Charge After Show. I'm your host, Remington Kais, and joining me today is
Aidan Kais from the Cartoon 105.
We're going to be doing a bunch of the episodes after they air. And I know we're a little early on this one, but Nickelodeon decided to air the first episode of Power Rangers Dino Charge early. So we said, hey, why not get it started? So we're going to give you the positives, the negatives, and then what your favorite part of the episode was.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aidan, why don't you start us off? What was some positives about the episode?
Positives about the episode. Better than Megaforce. Why is it better than Megaforce? I'll tell you why. This show is better than Megaforce because the way that it introduced all the characters is different. They made them see, because they all don't know each other from school or anything. They just, you don't even see them go to school. They're, in their, 20s. You see this one girl. Oh, is it spoilers?
Yeah, it's spoilers, so.
Okay, there's this one girl, a.k.a. the Pink Ranger. She works at this restaurant, at this museum. And then there's this...
Dinosaur restaurant, by the way.
And then there's this guy. The guy wants to go out with the girl, but then she's like, I don't like you. Then he's like, okay, well, screw you, then I'm going. And so after he goes, there's a caveman dude that likes to eat a lot of stuff. And then there's this girl that's... we don't know if she's a Power Ranger yet, but she looks like a Power Ranger. And she's the head boss of the museum that they work at and blah, blah, blah.
We don't know that either.
We know that she's a head boss.
No, we don't. We just know that they call her Miss something, Miss Morgan or something.
Okay. No. Well, we don't know that she's the boss either. But, yeah, all those stuff makes good for Megaforce.
The acting and the plot are pretty good, too, is what he meant. Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. Just simplifying it for you.
Okay, yeah.
That's what you're going to say?
But this episode, the first episode, only introduced 2 Rangers and not all of them. And I think that's a good start to the Power Rangers because it introduces every character and what they do for a living and what they like. And I think that's a good Power Rangers show.
Character development and whatnot.
Character development?
That's what it's called.
Is that?
That's what it's called.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what.
See, I really liked what Aidan was trying to say. Is the actors are far more superior than Megaforce. I wouldn't say they were better than Samurai, because the actors in Samurai were pretty good. The only people I had a problem with was the Pink Ranger for actors, but...
I really liked Antonio!
Yeah, Antonio was one of my favorites of Samurai. But this season, it seems like the actors are... they have talent. They've acted before. Megaforce... I'm sorry. If you're a Megaforce fan, or even if the Megaforce Rangers are, watching this, we're not bagging on you right now. We're just saying your acting was not good in Megaforce. It just seemed like Megaforce, they got these models. Oh, we look good, but you can't act.
You can't
act. The only people who could act in there was the Silver Ranger
and the Black Ranger.
Black Ranger. I mean,
Noah was good.
Noah was alright. He wasn't great, but I mean, he did his, he did
his part.
He got better as the show progressed, I thought, and he also wasn't given a lot of good lines either. So, it wasn't his fault. But I mean, the guy who played Troy, Andrew Gray, I couldn't get into him as I don't see him as the Red Ranger.
I see him as the backup Ranger.
He doesn't grab me as a Ranger.
He's like Jaden Smith.
And the other thing I like, after that, the acting thing I really like in this season, it's so far, I haven't seen the whole season, I just seen the first episode, but so far the acting's on point. And then I really like is all the references that this show
Oh yeah, this show has a lot of Easter eggs in the first episode.
Yeah. They make a reference to Sentai in the first few shots of the episode. Their Sentai this is based off of a reference to Ranger that was only in 2 episodes, and then they also reference Jungle Fury with the wanted poster was one of the villains that they fought. I think it was RJ who took him down, and then they also referenced Dino Thunder with the
asteroids, the dino things that they have. The rocks.
So I mean, it's really good. I feel like there's going to be more references and cameos down the line. I really hope Jason David Frank comes back for a cameo. I think that would be great. So, let's talk about negatives. Let's get into negatives. What'd you...
Well, right now, the negatives were just like, I was kind of mad, but also not kind of mad that they fought a villain, but the villain has, like, nothing to do with, like, the storyline.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's, like, so far that's the only thing that I have wrong. Oh, although there's another thing. I like this part, and I also don't like this part, because I like how they didn't introduce every ranger, but I also don't like it because not everybody knows about the secrets except for the 2 people.
But, anything else?
No, I think I'm done.
There's a few negatives I had. I mean, obviously the budget's not going to be as high as another television show, so there's like a few moments like even when the bad guy's trying to steal the Dino Gems and he's wearing his cloak, it looks like he just grabbed a sheet from the dollar store and put it on. Oh, now I'm a bad guy. Hey everybody, announcing you, I'm the bad guy. Hey. That's how I felt. And I was just like, there's a few scenes you can tell, hey, that's green screen. Oh,
yeah.
The monster's mouth, they still can't get the Muppet thing right. The monster's mouth don't move when they're talking. That's, they still haven't gotten that right since Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, well, that's what they still have. I mean...
And let's see. There's a few other things, like minor things. It's nothing major. I feel like this is off to a good track.
Yeah, so far.
I'm really liking it. What were you going to say?
I said so far.
No, before you, when I was talking.
No, I thought, yeah.
But, yeah, now we're going to get into our favorite moments of the episode. Aidan, you'll start us off.
Okay, favorite moments. Here we go. Starting off with a good start, we go to the theme song. It was catchy. I was just like this. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, yeah,
Dino
Charge all together. That's the only part I knew the theme song. But yeah, it was
the theme song
it was really good.
Pretty good. Even going on the theme song, I thought that theme song was really corny when I first heard it. When it was first released on PR Samurai Cast.
They were just YouTube. It's just another Megaforce theme song.
It's a copy of Megaforce. It's got original parts, but still get that, But I mean, it's really grown on me, even watching the clips.
Okay. Moving on to my second favorite part is the Master. The one who started all the keys. He's in there. He's getting chased by the bounty hunter, a.k.a. the main villain.
The Fraggle Rock.
The Fraggle
Reject.
Fraggle Rock Reject. And,
looks like Kermit had sex with a frog from Fraggle Rock.
Well, yeah, he's getting chased, and then he crashes into Earth. And then what he finds a bomb in his ship. He's like, oh no, my keys are gonna get exploded with all this stuff. Then he's like, wait a second, and he sets a trap for the villain, not the main villain, but one of the side villains. He comes down, he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. And right when he about to kill him, he's like, oh, the keys. Oh, I'll just take that. Master will be pleased with me. And then while they're in the ship, he's like, oh, let's find the keys. Opens it, and kaboom, he explodes.
He did a Toad moment.
Yeah, a Toad moment.
Toad is from X-Men, if you guys don't know that. Yeah.
And then the dude ran away, and then he's like, he talks to this T-Rex. He's like, bring your bravest heroes here. And then he gives all the keys to every ranger and to all
that was the opening scene, by the way.
To all the dinosaurs, which are the things. But a really thing that caught me off guard, Remy watched the video before me, and he's showing me the video, and then we're looking through the theme song, and then all of a sudden, you see, in the beginning, you see all these dinosaurs, and I'm like, that's more than 5 dinosaurs. Okay, well, it's just more dinosaurs. And then
30 keys.
And then at the end of the theme song, when the title pops up, there's a whole about 30 keys that pass.
This isn't Super Megaforce. They're like Energizers.
I'm just gonna call them keys. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Energizers, the little funky juices. They all pass by the screen. I'm like, Remy, pause it. And then I'm like, how many are in there? He's like, I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then he's like, there's more than 12. I'm like, yeah. So that means A, there could be more Rangers, or B, he just made extras just in case the other Rangers died.
But,
So yeah, I think I'm done.
Now my favorite moments, and you guys are going to love this, It's when the Red Ranger, before he gets his powers, there's the freeze bad guy. He's coming down. He's like, "You guys are gonna give me that box." And the Red Ranger's like, "Oh yeah." Pulls out a banana. He's like, "Oh no,
no." Okay.
Pulls out his boxer shorts. He's like, "Nope."
Hey, girl.
He pulls out a shovel and starts fighting the bad guy with a shovel. Now that's bad. If you have a Red Ranger, you have to make him badass. Now that's one badass. That's a guy I would follow as a Power Ranger.
But
you know?
Let's talk about something else that's good of this.
This is my favorite part. You already had your chance. But I liked that if you're gonna have a Red Ranger, you have to have a badass, and you have to be able to follow that. Yeah, but that's a Red Ranger I would follow. You know, that's definitely okay.
Okay, so another thing that's really good of this show is that it had comedy that made me crack up. No other Power Ranger had that besides the Zordon saga. Okay, that's...
And Dino Thunder.
Oh yeah, Dino Thunder.
Ninja Storm. And Jungle Fury.
So basically everything except for Mega Force. There we go.
And Operation Overdrive. And Time Force.
And Mystic Force.
And Time Force.
Like, Time Force was actually funny.
No, it was not. It was dark. That was a dark Power Rangers.
Okay.
My second favorite moment, since this guy cut me off, was when they're walking down the hallways to the bounty hunter's ship, because I liked all the cameos from different bad guys that they fought over the years. Saban obviously reused a lot of, costumes, which I'm fine with, because it made for good cameos. And then, let's see. That's all my favorites. So, total, Aidan, what would you give this episode out of 10?
I will give this...
10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest.
8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 because, well, there's many Power Rangers show that are better than it so far.
But pilots? For pilots?
Yeah, there's some other shows.
It
wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. But yeah,
Mega Force's pilot was pretty good. Super Mega Force's pilot wasn't good at all. I hated Super Mega Force's pilot. Samurai didn't even air their pilot till the end of the series.
They didn't?
No, they aired the first episode towards the end of their season.
Okay, yeah, that's basically yeah. So I give it a 10. How do you
I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5.
And I almost made it 10. There was just some silly moments. I was just like, really?
No, you didn't have to add.
Really? You're no, not even that. I was like, really? You guys are that cheap that you guys put like that? I'm still not over that moment where he has it looks like a sheep you get from the dollar store. It's just like, I'm the bad guy, the spotlight's on me, I'm the bad guy.
Every time we talk about this, I bet he's gonna bring that up every time.
Yeah, but so that stuff is what made it go from a 10, perfect 10 to 9.5. But our opinions don't matter unless, what do you guys think? Did you guys like the episode? Did you enjoy it all? Comment below and let us know. We'll be reading the comments, and we'll be reading your live Twitter questions next week. Make sure to tweet us at RemDog105 on Twitter, and tweet us your questions there, and we'll be able to read them out next week, and we'll answer them. Thanks for joining us. Here's my buddy Aidan. Where can people find you?
Oh, you guys can find me at the Cartoon 105 on Twitter, Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram at the Cartoon 105 too.
And you can find him on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and you can also find me on Snapchat if you guys want to Snapchat with me at AidenKais13. There we go. No spaces.
And you can find me on the various social media sites at Remington Kai or RemDog105 or the RemDog. Thank you for joining.